AITA for giving my daughter $60 a week, but my son nothing. I 45F have 2 kids, a 17-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son. We moved earlier this year to be closer to my parents because their health is declining. My daughter was excited about the move, but my son has struggled to adjust. Because of the move, my job transitioned to a hybrid setup, and I needed a workspace at home. My bedroom is too small, so the only options were to use the lounge or one of the kids' rooms during school hours. I discussed this with them. My son flat out refused, saying no way in hell. On the other hand, my daughter offered her room and half-jokingly mentioned charging me rent for using the space. I thought this was fair, considering I get a 20 per day work-from-home allowance. I agreed to give her this allowance if she was comfortable with me setting up a small workspace in her room. I work from 8:30 a.m. to 5:00 p.m., and since my daughter usually starts her homework right after I finish, it's worked out well for both of us. Now here's the issue. My son is angry that his sister is receiving $60 a week. I don't give regular allowances, just around 10 per week for canteen money and extra cash for their other needs as they come up. When my son complained, I reminded him that he had the same opportunity, but he turned it down and is now out of luck. That only made him angrier, and he brought up the move, saying he never gets to see his friends anymore. For context, I drive them back to visit their old friends every 2 weeks. I told him I understand his feelings, but added that I wouldn't tolerate being spoken to disrespectfully. He then started a verbal argument with his sister, calling her an opportunistic bitch, and she retaliated by calling him a whiny little asshole. Wanting to cool things down, I offered one of them the option to spend the night at their grandparents' house, not as a punishment, but to break the tension. My son chose to go, and while I was dropping him off, my mom told me she felt I was favoring my daughter and should pay both kids equally. My dad disagreed, arguing that my son had the same chance and missed out by refusing. AITA, ETA. The conversation with my kids happened over the course of an afternoon, and I didn't immediately agree to the deal with my daughter. I initially offered the arrangement to my son, but he reiterated, hell no, and told me to get the F out of my room. I also want to clarify that the reason I have the smallest bedroom is that it lacks insulation in the ceiling and flooring, making it damp. Since it's getting colder as we head into winter, I wasn't about to make either kid stay in there. My bedroom only fits a single bed and a set of drawers with hardly any additional space. We own our home in Auckland, NZ, but I currently don't have the extra funds to get it insulated, nor would it even fit the equipment I need for my work-from-home setup. Discuss in the comments section below, and I'll pin the most upvoted comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to hear more stories animated and read by AI.